Hello, pointless grinding two-person. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon PureRed, the Romhack, with me, BlueAnkylo. So guys, I did do a little bit of grinding between episodes just to get our bee fully evolved, and I was really hoping that this guy would turn out to be a nice early game powerhouse with a quick evolve. Having grown up using Caterpie into Butterfree a few times, and generally thinking an early Psychic attack on the bug was pretty solid. I was expecting Beedrill, who I haven't ever really used, to get some cool physical attacks, right? He doesn't. So we still have Poison Sting from Weedle, which is very, very weak, and no other attacking move at all, and we're level 16 now. So I did a fair amount of grinding, and I was really hoping we'd get a bug move, maybe a poison move that did damage to show off some of the new stuff. It feels like he was forgotten about. Focus Energy is a crit rate up. It is actually bugged in Gen 1 normally, but it is fixed in the patch, so Focus Energy does increase your crit rate. And then Light Screen is a self-only special tank, which is not usually what you want to be doing with Beedrill, because, you know, Psychic. I guess in theory, if you had a very strong bug move and resistance to Psychic, you might be a good counter. I would assume the fighting bug would be something strong against a physical or a Psychic dealer. But so far, we do not have a move that would kill a Psychic creature. So, anyway, that's basically all the grinding we did. We're going to go head into the mountain now and fight some trainers and catch some new Pokemons. So we get new music. Luckily, this one's not dark. Oh, I did pick up a couple TMs. Let me just double check what we've got. I want to show this off too. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good one. That's hard to pick what we do with that. So Aurora Beam is access to ice early on. That's nice. We have Bide, which is attack and defense from Brock. I was going to sell some of this stuff, but we can do that later. Okay, so that one, I mean, I don't even know who could possibly learn it right now, but... Wow, yeah, that's fair. So you could have a Firefox with Baby Ice Beam if you want. I'm not going to do it. I always hoard my TMs forever and then put them into my computer and save them for never. I will try to give it to somebody that I want to keep long term. I just don't know if we're going to keep Vulpix around. But yeah, that's certainly a good move. Suspicious men are in the cave, like me. BlueAnkylo. Alright, it's just another bug trainer. I don't know how I guess these guys live here, but... I don't know, I feel like bugs couldn't survive in the rock cave very well. Anyway, Paris. No one cares about Paris. Right? That's one of the most forgettable Gen 1 Pokemon. Kakuna, yeah, that's fine. We know you can't learn any good moves. Doesn't matter what level you are. And this bird is getting very overleveled. We don't have anyone else to fight Firefox. Exactly. Hoarding elixirs and stat uppers for later. That's just the classic gamer experience. Another lick, hey? Well, we did look that up. It's a weak ghost move. Might give you a hint as to what Vulpix will evolve into, I suppose, with some of the changes. Well, Multibird completely trashed the bug catcher, because of course he did. And you get $100, 110. Alright, some potions, not bad. We'll do one more at normal speed, and then I might, assuming they're completely trash trainers, we might speed these up a bit unless they get threatening. You got one thing. It's a Clefairy. Well, did you know that my bird knows how to kick? Seems like a good Doduo move. Double head, double kick. Just really good type spread, right? Access to flying, fighting, ground, and even normal. I would probably replace Stomp, but already 3 good types are great. Yes, so Doduo is ground flying now. That's one of the changes. One of the reasons we're using it. It's a swapped type. So in this hack, you know, they're replacing some of the duplicates. Because all the 3 birds are normal flying, right? I think. Maybe Spearow's just flying. It doesn't matter. But yeah, this guy is ground flying, so that'll be why ghost attacks work. One of the very few things he lost out on by losing normal. I'd say ground flying is way better though. Like so much better. So stab, earthquakes, eventually immunity to lightning. Like honestly, I don't know what like an enemy Pikachu or Raichu. I don't think they could do anything to this Doduo. Like most of these things, like what could they possibly do? Maybe the 20 damage Sonic, whatever that's called, one, right? But we get stab ground attacks, so I mean, 20 damage is not enough even now. So, yeah, I think this thing just hard counters all electric. I mean, most ground is good against electric. I'm just like, but it still does all the other flying stuff, you know. Yeah, it's bad to ice. I gotcha. And if any of these electrics learn, well, Aurora Beam, that'd be rough. But birds are already pretty weak to special ice anyway, right? Most of the birds have pretty low physical defense, and ice, or I guess it's special. So most of the birds have low special defense, and ice, you know, it's gonna trash. Ice just is, well, this is the standard Blizzard in Gen 1, right? Nowadays, Blizzard's like pretty low accuracy trash. In Gen 1, Blizzard's 90%, so it's, you know, gonna kill you. Yeah, Surf would help. I mean, I don't know, can Raichu even learn? I'm assuming you know what Mons can learn what abilities. I could never remember who can learn what HMs, but swimming doesn't seem like something Raichu should be good at. Anyway, I don't foresee any risk with bird versus bug, so let's speed this one up. I could be swapping in to spread the XP around, I guess, but that takes more time than I want to spend on bugs. Oh, good. New move. There's definitely some changes to gym battles. Brock just had the standard Geodude Onyx. I think it's more likely that they've upgraded their moveset, so they have some better type accessibility than was vanilla. But I don't know. We'll have to pay attention once we get a little bit past the beginning, right? Because so Fury Attack is normally a multi-hit normal, I think, or maybe fighting. I think they changed it though. I don't really think I care about Stomp. It is a higher base power than the others, but it's just normal, and we're not normal anymore, so yeah. Maybe it's flying type. If it is flying type, I could have replaced Peck, but we'll check it out. All right, let's use it once, and then we'll know we can check in the Pokedex after we use it, or the move dex. We already found it. We already caught a Clefairy, right? No, we didn't catch a Clefairy. Gotta think. Okay, it is flying type, so I don't actually. I don't want to. Yes, we caught the Jigglypuff. We did not catch the Clefairy, so we do need to start catching some of these things, and these might be rare. Stab, ground, 40 power. That's 60 power. Bird is pretty strong. I think all of this one-shots it. It's neutral to grass. Well, one thing we know about our stupid bug is it's very weak. So I don't think you're going to one-shot it with Poison Needle. Especially with a reduction there. I mean, the poison kind of puts a timer on it. It does make it a bit easier to capture, sort of. Also, dies if you don't catch it. But let's try to get it below half-ish. Although I think it's a third for normal Pokeballs. It's a weird mechanic. But this might drop it technically. It's close to a third. We just don't have very many Pokeballs. Kind of ran out of money. And there's at least Clefairies, Geodude, Zubats, and Paris, the one I always forget. But probably some new ones too, right? So, anyway, we got a nickname time. Clefairy. Not a fairy, actually, because that type doesn't exist. It's rare and only found in mountains in certain areas, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be planning on using a Clefairy. But it's I suppose it's not a fairy, because it's not Gen, whatever Gen that is. Okay, you know how we're going to do it? This is an in-joke that no one else will ever get except the people who are watching right this second. It's not a fairy, okay? That's it. That's its nickname. Great. Super genius BlueAnkylo play. Oh, another one. Cool. Oh, higher level if you care. Just more XP for us. Okay, never mind. They're not rare at all. I think in the base game they're a low encounter rate. Usually you've got about 100 Zubats before you find one of those. Alright, let's at least watch the trainer fight. First Oddish. Oh, I was going to try the Fury attack. Well, here's a good option too. Now we can use our new move on something that's actually weak to it that we don't care about. Well, whatever it is, it's pretty good. I'm really glad we caught this bird. Because, I don't know how... I don't think Bulbasaur would survive a lot of these... Unless we just out-leveled them tremendously. I don't think Bulbasaur would be having a good time here. I guess we should try to get him evolved, though, to Tier 2. Yeah, Pokeball, the math for catching is really weird. So it's kind of hard to explain. Status effects definitely work, and damage sort of works. But it works in a different way than you'd expect. Okay, so the bird is already level 20. It's definitely over-leveling. I would like my Bulbasaur to evolve, and we're almost there. Oh, poison. Right. Actually, this is a good opportunity. We didn't really get very far. We just covered some of the early, the trainer fights, right? So we got those out of the way. Use our cool Pocket Abra. And bam. Just a free teleport. No big deal. Yeah, I think... I think the Doduo is a bit too strong. Whether it's got vanilla moveset or custom ground types. I don't know what its vanilla moveset is, but it is real good right now. But I do think like a Pidgey or a Spearow would also be not carrying as hard, but significantly. I mean, you do have access to fighting with Mankey, same as the bird. Ground attack, not really this early. I mean, you can catch a Geodude now, but I guess maybe like a Nidorino might learn something ground-based. I don't know what level, but I feel like they might. Anyway, we should probably go get the loot first before we head to the end. Alright, well we don't really need to worry about this guy. I wish... Like, Vine Whip's okay. The Bulbasaur is not impressing me. And we should try to catch, I suppose. The bug attacks will actually be super effective. Let's see what we can do with the tackle here. I think if we just get him evolved, I'll be more impressed. Really high stats. I'll look at what the stats are again. I can compare him to the other birds. I mean, the moves seem... The thing for me is Doduo seems to have the best moveset of all the guys we've got right now. But first off, we've got a nickname, the Bat. Let's learn about bats. Forms colonies in perpetually dark places. Uses ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. Poison flying. Is that normal? That might be standard. I'm not 100% sure. I've never used a Zubat either. I think I've tried. I think one of the games they had a third evolution. The friendship one. I tried that, but still didn't like it. So, ooh, cool little sprite there though. It's really just a bat. There's nothing to it. There's literally the Pokédex entry literally was just a bat. Lives with its friends in the dark. Yeah, standard. I figured that's... I mean, I haven't used them, so it's... The ones I never use are harder to know, but that did seem standard. Crobat. Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, I've never really enjoyed these guys very much. Just frustrated fighting them. We never actually named one of the other ones Regular Rat. So we're just going to call him Regular Bat. Because really, there's nothing going on here. I should have named... This would have been a good option, too. We could have had Regular Cat, Regular Rat, Regular Bat. That's 3 at least. There's probably some more we could sneak in like that. Anyway, that's fine. Alright. This will be... First fight with Team Rocket. The Mafia. You can beat up their rat, but then they shoot you. Okay, this is one where Bulbasaur actually has an advantage. Hooray. Whip it good. I was expecting to fight some Geodudes, but oddly enough, no. Alright. We're not going to worry about leech seeding this guy. Maybe the next one. Okay, level up is good. Oh, I forgot. I am going to check the stats for the Doduo. I was curious about what they are. Mankey, you know, sorry to say, but a bird. That's all you need. It didn't even need 2 attacks. The first hit killed it. So that would have doubled, more than doubled its HP. Zubat also not really good for Bulbasaur. So, get out of here. It's just so strong. Fury attack is... Okay, what was the power on that? I meant to look at it and I didn't. But this'll help our starter. You know, the evolution stat boost is not insignificant. So, getting to 16 is maybe something we should rush. He's looking pretty thick. He's been eaten well. Okay, so I have a couple Pokédex things to check. First off, the difference. A total stat in this version of 325. Pretty well balanced with high special, basically. Still grass and poison. So that should give him like almost a 50% bonus, right? Because we're going 253 to 325, not quite 50%. But, you know, it's complicated based on their level and stuff. But, like, that's a pretty significant bump. And that will basically just mean our current Pokemon just got a significant stat upgrade. So, you know, that'll help keep him in the game for a bit longer. He does need good moves. Now, there's a couple other things I want to check here before I forget. Couple moves to double check. So, Fury attack. Okay, I see. It's a double attacking base 40 flying, which means it's effectively 80 power that we can do stab on Doduo already. That's crazy strong this early in the game. Like, if you had an 80 power anything, that's practically Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Surf tier. It's a little bit weaker, but it's 100% accuracy. Yeah, now that's a very strong move this early. Now, I don't have any other level 20 Pokemon, so maybe they would learn something equivalent, but that seems real good. Was there one more I was going to check? I think we've caught up. We've looked at Psywave. We didn't look at Bubble yet. Bubble's just super weak. Water, no big deal. The Baby Beam. Yeah. 80 power with stab is 120. It's real good. Yeah, no problem there at all. That's super strong. Okay, so I'm feeling like Doduo is still the right pick. Double down. He also has double kick, which is 30. He doesn't get stabbed, but 60 is still not bad at all. Yeah, okay. That's all to check here. Good. Let's the other thing I was going to do is compare the basic bird stats, because I've been talking a lot about the 3 starter birds, right? And I know their final evolutions have, you know, different slightly tiers, but if you were using a Pidgey, let's just look at like the important stats for normal flying or attack, defense, and speed. Special doesn't matter too much, but a total of 216. Pidgeys are very weak. Like that's one of the lowest stat totals you'll see. They're fast, but 216 total. Spearow, I generally consider are better. And yes, slightly better. And they kind of have it where it counts. A bit lower special and defense, which makes them a bit frail, but they actually hit hard with that attack and speed bonus. So a little bit more focused on offense, a bit more glass cannon, but you kind of need to kill stuff, right? Or, you know, that's kind of the idea. But keep that in mind. We're up to 230 base, and let's check out our Doduo, who maybe shouldn't exist so early in the game, but has been a lot of fun. Let's see, his bases, yeah, even higher. Definitely another upgrade above Spearow. And again, where it counts. Attack and speed, very focused. So he's kind of got the stats of almost a tier 2 evolution. I think usually like low 200s is tier 1, low 300s is a midway, and then finals are usually a little around low 400s. So yeah, he's a bit higher than the others, certainly. I think Execute would be in the same kind of category. I bet you he's around 270 as well, right? Yeah. So this is another reason to use this guy early on. He still has sort of mid-game stats rather than early game stats. Now, that should be about the same as our Ivysaur. So, you know, once we're around the level 16 mark, anything like this guy, like he's actually even stronger with 320, yeah. 85 base attack. That is pretty high. I mean, again, I've never used a Doduo. Maybe they're always like that in the base game. Because when you can recruit them, you can basically get trios at the same point as you can get Doduos, right? So you're already like level 30. So yeah, that's a very strong early game one, no doubt about it. It's got it very well optimized. But I bet you, wait, like Execute has... Okay, his special's only 60. He's definitely more tanky than offensive. So he's good, he's just not offensive-minded. And there's no one else really on my list of overpowered. Oh, we won't know until we capture the one. Growlithe is usually pretty high attack too, right? 70, yeah, so even a classically strong sucks with fire, but yeah. Alright, okay. Just interesting. I haven't really compared these very closely in the past. Mankey is another, like, focused on... See, oh, there you go. This guy, again, I don't know if this is base Gen 1 or slightly tweaked for the hack, but 80 attack. He would outspeed and crush a lot of things with fighting moves. A lot of normal things, anyway, and rocks. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I don't want to spend all day in the menu, but interesting. Excellent encounter timing. Alright, let's just... Well, now that we're evolved, we should whip even hard. Right. Right, we still lose to a level 9 Zubat. Don't forget. Alright, I think we're just gonna run from Zubats. I have to catch a Geodude, and they're probably good XP for the flower. His sprite changed when he evolved to Ivysaur. Now he looks more like a flower. I think he looked different at Bulbasaur. There's probably some hidden items around here. Yes? Please. Speaking of things like Doduo and Execute. Yeah. I have never used one of these either, because they're another Safari Zone Pokemon. It should die to a Vine Whip, though. So we have to be careful. The bird would probably destroy it with Kick. Or the Dust Claw. Flying attack would be less effective. I think we just poison it and tackle it a little bit. I should have potioned up. I wasn't expecting a Rhyhorn. Not your typical early game Pokemon either. Base stats are the same as the regular. Good. Okay. So then we don't have to worry about statistical changes so far. Just types and movesets, which is a little bit more manageable then. Okay, we healed a bit. Now Tackle's gonna do basically nothing, right? It did like maybe 3 damage. Alright, I will speed up a bit by putting a Leech Seed on. It means we have got less chances to catch it. But I don't want to be here for super, super long time. I want to get it below half or so. Still only heal 1 per turn off of that. Okay, let's speed this until it's right about here. Didn't take too long. I just want to be in the yellow bar. Oh, jeez, we only have 3 balls left. We gotta go try to buy some more balls. I can't forget. There's only 3 chances to catch them. There's actually not even close to guaranteed. Oh, we're so good. I'm really good at Pokemon. Genius BlueAnkylo catches Rhyhorn first ball. Its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human. I feel like the 10-year-old wrote that one. I don't know how you measure hardness of a bone exactly. But I bet you a real-life diamond is not 1,000 times harder than a bone. It's probably like 5 to 10 times or something in those sort of normal ranges. It can easily knock a trailer flying. Yeah, just trailers. So now we have a basically rhinoceros made of rock. Just the perfect thing to give a 10-year-old. Another 85 attack. Over 300 base stat. It is very, very slow. And it's very, very weak to water and grass. Very, very weak. But look at that tanky boy. I usually take a Geodude. This is a pretty solid Geodude replacement. Okay. How about we call it... because people are going to get hit pretty hard by this truck. Truck. I don't know, it's not my best nickname. But he can flip over trailers, so he's basically a rhinoceros that's 1,000 times stronger than a 10-year-old boy. Alright, I think we might want to use that guy in our team. That's a pretty good ground rock coverage. I think he can learn pretty good moves too, right? So another one your rival tends to pick up, I think. I think your rival gets right on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hard to turn him down. Let's just keep going. Oh right, no. I forgot. I got to buy more Pokeballs. So we're gonna speed this up. Oops. The menu delay. There's a sometimes the old Game Boy a little bit of input delay when you click a button to the game actually recognizing it. Anyway, rambling on. We have to go back through the windy road here. Oops. This is a terrible fight. To buy Pokeballs and then do a little bit of inventory management to put our new Rock Boy in our team. So I do have some money. I'm just going to spend it all on Pokeballs because there's so many new ones. Like, we've done, I would say, a really good job of catching them without having to throw like 100 Pokeballs in a row, which is certainly not that unusual to have to throw many in a row to get anything. But there's so many new ones that we're just going to burn through a lot more than normal. I should probably do the computering super speed too, because the menus are still a bit slow. So I never really wanted to use the Clefairy anyway. Of all the stuff we've caught so far, Rhydon, or Rhyhorn, Rhydon, whatever you want to call him, pretty high value. So what's he looking at for abilities here? He only has an Earth move. Alright. He definitely needs a Rock move soon, or else he's going to be another Beedrill. But Ground is better than a Poison Sting. Yeah, Safari Zone is, I don't want to spoil it until we get there, is revamped. Alright, well, let's head back in. We're about halfway through our episode. We could probably finish Mount Moon. I think I'm very tempted to start using my Safari Zone Pokemon that I never get to use, because, well, Some of these guys are very rare and very difficult safari captures, which is just not something I generally have the time or patience for. We've done all the dead end there. We still haven't seen a Geodude. We don't actually have a psychic attack yet. So I think we're going to have to do this kind of the boring switch method if I want to get any XP on these guys, so I will. It's fine. There's also a Paris. We might find a Paris on these mid-floors here. Maybe? Okay, this is fine. I would like to catch him. Do you think Absorb will, at level 5, one-shot it? It is quad weak with no special defense, but we're... You know what? I gotta remember, Hypnosis for capturing, really good. I don't even need to do damage, I can just put him to sleep. There's 2 tiers of statuses for captures. Sleep and Freeze, I think, are the extra effective for Pokeballs. And then the other ones, Poison, Fire, Paralysis, are good but not as strong as Sleep or Ice in terms of catch rate, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. But even without doing damage, I think Sleep should be enough here. 2. It's actually only 1 Jiggle. Well, let's test out the theory, seeing as I talked about it. Do we one-shot with a Absorb? Absorb is pretty weak base power. That was very close. Anyway, that should pretty much put him in guaranteed catch. Sleep plus like 1 hit point. It's never guaranteed. Alright, we have the Geodude. This guy, unfortunately, is on my banned list, so I've used Geodude and Graveler a lot of times. And it is cool. I will say, it's unfortunate in that my rule sort of preempts this, but normally I don't get to use Golem, the trade evolution, which is part of the Romhack, so I'll definitely want to show it off, but I have used Graveler at least many, many times. So I want to try something different. And I mean, okay, we were comparing this guy to Rhyhorn. Honestly, the attack defense aren't that much different. I was really impressed with Rhyhorn's, but honestly, Geodude's pretty much the same, right? A little bit lower total stats and slower, but he does evolve to Graveler before too long, and that's gonna bump him up a bit closer to Rhyhorn, I think. Yeah, no, that was closer than I expected for sure. He's a pretty cool rock, you know. I don't want to spend too long on these nickname screens, so this is one I'm banning, so I don't want to get people too hyped up about him. But yeah, real quick, Geodude versus Rhyhorn, and Rhyhorn is, you'd expect to have an advantage in that you normally can't recruit them or capture them till quite a ways into the game. So the stats we really care about is, like, we could just say 270 total plus all of his attacks use attack. Like, he's physical attacker. So 40, 80, 100, 270 kind of. 40, 80, 100. So this guy has twice the hit points approximately. I'm not sure if it's linear, but it's about twice the hit points, which is a big difference. A little bit more attack, a little bit less defense, and about the same speed special. So he's got a higher stat total, but it's almost all hit points. So I think Rhyhorn is a bit bulkier. I would say 40 hit points is worth more than 5 defense. But, yeah, 1-on-1, that's pretty cool, too. It's not that different. Like, I don't think using Rhyhorn instead of Geodude is going to be, like, a huge improvement in terms of stats. But he is a bit more survival. You know. Anyway, good. We're learning all kinds of cool stuff here. I'm having a good time. Learning both vanilla Gen 1 mechanics and the Romhack tweaks. Alright, Team Rocket Battle number 2. Give me that experience. Oh, right, I still have my eggs. Right, we're just gonna switch train this guy. Psyduck. We don't really have anything that counters it officially. kind of strong if it has a water move. Hey there, RL. Yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed, so it's nice to be here. Yeah, we're still too early. No, wait, what am I talking about? The Bulbasaur, well, I don't know what its moveset is at level 12. Technically weak to Psychic, but, you know. He does have a water attack. Bubble's super weak, though. I mean, I'm worried probably for nothing here. Psyduck, does he get Psychic type pre-evolved? No, maybe he doesn't get Psychic till Golduck. So he's still got the water-only type. I don't know. Psyduck's another one I don't generally use. A Pokemon known for giving its trainer headaches. But this is... We're training Bulbasaur's replacement, Eggs Benedict. Ekans, well, you know how to counter snakes. But yeah, if Psyduck had strong confusions, that would have been a bit rough for poor Whippet. Should have used the Fury Attack. I thought that would one-shot him. Golduck is pure water too? Wow! Even though he, like, canonically learned Psychic attacks. Huh. I don't use... There's a lot of water types. There's so many water types. I couldn't really tell you the difference between most of the Gen 1 waters. Just so many. Yeah, there's so many water Psychic, water with Psychic that can use water. Like, it's just, yeah. Let's just keep going with what we got here. TM40, that... another change, I did show this off before, but you can see the actual move before you boot it up, which is, again, a huge time saver for Gen 1. Karate Chop being a strong mid-tier fighting ability, which, honestly, would work well on some of us. Okay, if you want to use the scary flying bee, you could teach it how to Karate Chop. It's not fighting, but it would be an attack move that would make it finally useful. I don't know if it's worth wasting a TM on, but... The game just has so much water. You spend so long surfing, and then you play Fire Red or whatever, and you got even more water areas. We have caught everything except a Paris from the vanilla list at this point. And if there's anything else new, we haven't seen it yet. Youngster. Abandoned in the cave by his... Well, maybe he doesn't have parents. Maybe he had parents when he entered the cave. And now he's out. You know, maybe we can fight a Diglett. I'm supposed to be, you know, leveling these guys up. Hey there, Rashid. Okay, that's 2 failed hypnosis. I don't know what the percentage is on this attack, but... Sleep is good if you could just hit. It's probably like 75% or something is the standard for this hack as far as I've seen. But now we've got him asleep. He's doomed. Maybe you should have just done that rather than sleep, but... Seriously, that was like a 1 turn? A minimum sleep duration? Oh well. Grass is just so strong against ground, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been live, so it's nice to stream, even if it's a weird time. I don't think he knows how to dig yet. A big level up there. That was level 7, I think, to 9? Hoping for some new moves. Okay, we can't take birds as an egg. What I will do, though, is... We'll do the switch train here. No one's really strong against birds right now. Speed this up a little bit, because... Really, all I'm doing is trying to get a new move on my possibly Psychic egg. Because that's what I want. Alright. We didn't really expect much out of youngster Joey, so that's him dealt with. This guy, I think, has, like, Geodudes, right? So this might be a good one for either of our grass. The Hiker. Oh, sorry. I know some anime, but I, you know, I'm old. Almost one shot's one level up. Alright, get out of here. Battle of who's the slowest here with a rock versus an egg. Alright, but that will definitely get us some XP and level. Almost 2 full levels. Well, 2 levels. Shelder! You know, I'm pretty sure that's a water type. And I'm pretty sure you did. Our low-level Execute, I'm already fairly happy with him. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. I feel like this guy's going to be almost as good as the ground bird, you know? I've never really had a chance to use one of these, and I feel like in Gen 1, Grass Psychic is a pretty strong combo. So, as long as he learns a move, like, I need him to learn a Psychic attack and a better Grass attack before level 20 or so, right? Because that's what really doomed Beedrill. I was going to use Beedrill, but he didn't learn any good attacks. Alright. Easy enough. Eggs Benedict continues to grow in our hearts. Still no new moves. Pick stuff up. Hey, we could evolve. I don't have them with me, but we could evolve one of our moon fairies. All right, so we're just gonna. Right, that's not gonna work. We're just gonna fast forward through some random encounters here. I don't have repels or anything yet. Still no Paris. Okay, this is usually where you start getting a little bit burned out, running out of resources. This is an auto win. I did catch one of these, right? Yeah, I called him Cool Dude. Cool Rock. Okay, dead ends, dead ends. We'll beat up all the Team Rocket grunts. I know you can skip a lot of these, but... that should be a lot of XP. 120? Yeah, that's pretty good for a random encounter. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. It just pulls out a knife. Scyther. Yeah, that's another super rare one, right? Like, basically anything in the Safari Zone sucks, you know? It's just... ugh. It's a neat idea, but boy, are the catch rates just brutal. Okay, this is the point where Raticate is scary. If it has, like, Hyper Fang, that's gonna hurt. I don't think Benedict can handle this. Let's... I don't really have anything strong. I mean, rock, but not really ready for it. I mean, Benedict does have good defense as an executor. Execute. I guess we try. If I could get a sleep off, that would be pretty cool. It's just accuracy. That's not... it is attack up. Great. Alright, that's a little spooky. Especially if he does have Hyper Fang. Hopefully he sleeps for a nice long time. And hopefully Absorb does more than 5 damage. No, okay, we cannot kill him with Benedict. But he is asleep, so we got some value there. Now we go... I guess we just need damage. I'll pull Whippet because he's full health. I could Leech Seed him or something. Oh, he woke up again right away. What a punk. Alright, let's just see what... oh, jeez. Die, please. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Multibird's my last chance, and I don't want to switch into it and take a hit. I'm going to try to leech him because he only has 1, and he's charging up. Now, if all he has is Bite... only 40 damage to a pretty tanky Ivysaur, huh? Maybe we just suicide... oh, of course, he's got priority. could have been nice if we leeched them and poisoned them before we switched into Multibird, right? Okay, this is a surprisingly hard fight. I mean, he is normal. We will do a lot of damage with double kick. It's just, I think we die in one hit back. If this doesn't kill him, we're basically toast. He wastes his turn getting to +3. Hopefully he just gets kicked. We do get some free life seed at least. Okay. The overwhelming force of fighting type attacks still win the day. Okay. Could have done that from the beginning, but I didn't want to switch into it and take a big hit and just get one shot. So I think that was the play. Okay, we've got a replacement Ivysaur with Leech Seed now. I mean, Ivysaur's now dead, so... we sacrificed our starter. It's fine. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty sure Executor might be better than Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Mega Dinosaur Dude. There is AI tweaks to the base AI, but I don't know how much you can do with Game Boy AI, you know. Hey, no problem, Steven. Yeah, I certainly have an interesting selection of games from when I was younger on my channel. But yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, Multibird, you're gonna have to handle the Zubats here. And I'm just gonna speed these up, because Zubats don't count. What do we get? Scary, but we have a good front for this. And this is also another chance at a new move. So we do have Leech Seed now. We're gonna run out of Absorb, actually. We've only got like 5 uses left. Alright. But we're almost done Mount Moon. Always a scary dungeon as a kid playing through. First real sort of... Well, Brock could be a run stopper if you pick Charmander and didn't find a counter, but this is a long dungeon for young Ankylos. I would like to catch this Paris. It is actually pretty high level. I think we just go for the Hypnosis and Pokeballs, because we bought a fair number of Pokeballs. Well, I say that. It's, the typing for this is going to be, what, Bug Poison again? Like, all things are Bug Poison? So Grass isn't going to do anything, really. We could switch out and try to do a bit of damage, but... I think they're also pretty weak in terms of stats, so I don't want to accidentally kill them. They might be a bit bulky, like HP defense, but... I don't remember Paris being particularly interesting ever. Literally might be the most forgettable, or contender for most forgettable Gen 1. I think, like, the Electabuzz Magmar are pretty high up on the list. Forgettable. Anyway, we got him on the second ball. There, a Mushroom. Cool. Bug and Grass? Ah, I was wrong. I thought it was, Bug Poison. Maybe that's a tweak, I don't know. A Bug and Grass at the same time. That might be a little different. Sure good against Psychic. I mean, it's interesting. Honestly, his attack isn't as bad as I thought. 70 attack isn't terrible. But he is super slow. Anyway. It's a mushroom growing on a plant? Is that the idea here? Or the mushroom's the plant, so it's a mushroom growing on a bug? I mean, its name is just short for Parasite. They couldn't even come up with a unique name for it. I got this is just like the worst one. I've got nothing. That's the same type as normal? Okay. Super weak to fire and fly. Yeah, I'm sure someone can find a use for it, but it just seems like a terrible combo to me, and I'm not impressed. But almost anything with bug or poison and a lot of grass is like that in Gen 1. We'll call him who? Because there's a question mark. Because I never remember who this thing is, so it's a what? Who? Yeah, that'll do. Are we... Yeah, we can probably keep going here. Not that I'm trying to do a challenge run exactly, but running out to heal right before the last couple encounters is, you know, kind of taking it a bit too easy on them. And this guy has nothing on Multibird. Unless it learns... Hornet? Okay, that was just a crit. Usually it wouldn't be that brutal. I was going to say, it would need to learn Dig or something, or Magnitude to be... But no, that wouldn't work, because we fly. We would be immune to Earth. So, immune to ground, immune to lightning. That's a pretty good team. What can defeat the Multibird? It might not do great on Misty's gym, if high special water attacks, right? But that's about it. For the near future. Alright, that's the last official Team Rocket, and now it's just this guy is a bit of a fight. Maybe I should use a potion at least on the one that's carrying the team, right? Seeing as I've only got a couple options here. Alright, this is the was it Pokemaniac or something? Just crawl... Oh, super nerd, sorry. This is how I imagine all the actual nerds that play Pokemon to look. You know, glasses, crawling around the ground, super skinny, probably high schoolers. Yeah, Bubble Beam sounds pretty strong. Poison, though. Also countered by Ground Bird. Don't you dare. If he countered the 1 in 4 chance on the ground, that would... Alright, I think the Multibird's just gonna sweep this again. His levels aren't high enough. So I will disrespect him and switch Train into it so he has a chance to attack. Because the best case scenario is he casts like Thunder Shock into a ground switch, right? And we take no damage. Alright, they might not have it yet. But a 5 damage crit, yeah. Well, okay. I'm too high a level for this. I didn't recognize it, but yeah. This is the last trainer fight down here and they're level 12. It's not worth it. So, this is pre-abilities. I know Coughings usually get Levitate, which makes them immune to ground, which is a nice combo when you're weak to ground and you can become immune to it via hacks. But Gen 1 doesn't get that, so. The bird also counters all flying... Ooh! Ditto, let's... What do we want to turn it into? We could turn it into a Rhydon just so that we can kill it with our eggs. And that way, 2 of the ones I want get experience. Wait, he might actually... Ditto goes first. We get the stab double effective ground attack. Not enough. And he's going to be doing that to us in return, so that's the only move he'll have. Let's switch into grass. And should be easy enough to finish it. Dittos are interesting when trainers swap into them. It does add an interesting twist to the fight. Anyway, they weren't really a high enough level to be a big threat, but kind of cool. Alright. So, I did mention this earlier on, but in case you're new to the stream, it doesn't really matter what you pick. You'll get them both eventually. So, I don't know which one I like more, because again, I almost never would use them. But eventually we can get them both if you care. So, good Romhack. And also you can get it a little bit earlier. So if you give it to him now, you can actually get it to join before Cinnabar Island. I think it's Oh, I forget where his house is, but definitely earlier than Cinnabar. Saffron, there you go. So, not too far away, you can get your early fossil Pokemon back. Again, I think it's a pretty good tweak to the story. And that's the path's done. Not too bad. I mean, we did have a death, of course, but overall, pretty happy with that. Crazy hits. Yeah, there was those days. It's been quite a few years since the great Twitch Plays Pokemon era, but so those guys are gonna want to fight me. We're in that. I think there are some tweaks to the routes, slightly. 30 items. Yeah, your bag is a bit bigger. I think it's 20 in vanilla, so they upgraded your inventory a little bit, which is like. But yeah, once you hop that, you can't get back. This one here, yeah. Once you hop down, you're stuck. So we do want to take these fights before the gym, or before the before the Poke Center. Assuming you've got anything left in the tank, probably want to take these fights, steal their money. This is also where you learn Mega Punch and Mega Kick normally, right? Alright, I'm not going to respect the bug. Okay, Paralyze sucks. But it's not that bad. Alright, if all she has is 3 low-level mushrooms. It's funny, they outspeed you if you're paralyzed. Alright, like I thought. We're very close to the end of the episode, so I just want to see if I can get into Cerulean City or whatever it's called. No, Paralyze Heal, that's the one. And my sort of weird rule of not using items in trainer fights if I can help it. Which I've mostly managed to follow so far. You want a piece of me? Get in here. Alright, what do you got? You got a bird. I will say birds are pretty good against grass. If I had trained up my ride truck, I would be using him now, but he's not ready yet. We're gonna have to do some grinding in between these episodes in a bit. But for now, let's just get blinded by bird and lose. We missed, I think, 3 times in a row. Classic. Oh, a Krabby! Alright. Let's try to get Benedict to 16. I feel like 16 is like the magic number. You gotta learn a good move around 16. A lot of Pokemon evolve around 16 or so and start learning their good attacks. Wait. Did he just counter switch me? How dare you? How dare you? Sir, only the human player is allowed to swap and counter your enemy. Well, you're not... Alright, rookie. You're not really a rookie, are you? He's got slightly more advanced AI than your average rookie. It's not enough to counter Multibird, but... Well, now what, hey? I'm not even going to switch this time. I'm just going to take him out. That was pretty good, though. Alright. I'm impressed the AI was actually doing something smart. Doesn't happen very often. Alright, let's see what his friend can do. Rookie wants to fight. Sends out rat-tat-tat. Alright, that's nothing to be too scared of. Are you gonna swap that out when you see the Bird of Death again? What is he doing? I mean, Vulpix isn't specifically good against a ground bird. Maybe the AI doesn't understand that this Doduo is ground. Maybe it thinks it's just a regular flying normal. Sadly, this guy, this Doduo counters just so many enemies, like... Yes, water will be a bit of a problem. Ice, sure. But they're not going to show up for a little while. Funny game. Just always trying to prove me wrong, you know? Blue says a thing. Here's another Squirtle. I guess the anime had a bunch of Squirtles around Cerulean, right? There was an episode about that. I think I remember that. That's not enough damage. I would like to get the XP on Benedict, because I think he'll get a level, but... An unevolved Squirtle shouldn't have the stats to fight me, but I guess he's got pretty good defense. You know, he's got a big shell, right? Anyway, well, I guess it's special because grass. I don't know. Maybe Squirtle has good special stat, probably, or at least reasonable. It doesn't really matter. Slept, leech seeded, weak to grass. About the same level approximately, no big deal. Oh, no. Well, just finish him off. So, unfortunately, I would say our egg here hasn't learned moves as amazingly quickly as Doduo did. Doduo had the fastest, earliest moveset that just really, really carried us hard. Still nothing really good on eggs here either, Egg Benedict. Alright. So no Mega Kick or Mega Punch, just a quick battle. Cool. I think that's it. Oh, nope. Don't forget that. What's in TM3? Oh, good. Well, you probably can miss that one and it's fine. Now you can get into this section, right? Yeah, so we can do some more captures over there. But we did finally make it to the city. An encyclopedia on Pokemon? Not really. Some teacher gave me this computer, but... where's the one that's like, welcome to... I haven't been showing them off, but I always like the little signs that are like, welcome to the city. It's... City of Blue. The Tomboyish Mermaid. Yeah, a lot of the little... You know, I don't know why the Pokemon franchise took off so fast. You know, there's a lot of similar kind of games at the time. RPGs and 10-year-old RPGs. Games for young... like, players, you know, people. And capturing monsters to battle for you. This isn't like the first game that did it. There's quite a few all working at it around the same time. But I think one of the things is it's got a lot of, like, heart and soul in it, I guess you could say. Another reference for you, just for fun. But, like, you know, the fact that it's Misty, the tomboyish mermaid, like, you know, there's a little flair like that I think helps. This is, you know, pre-anime, right? Like, it's, a mysterious blue aura surrounds it, right? So, there's one of these, I think, for every town, based on the name. Like, if you were a dumb kid like Blue was, you didn't really know that Cerulean was a color. It's some weird word, right? I don't know what that means. And then it literally tells you, like, a mysterious blue aura. Like, all the weird colors, they sort of describe them. It's interesting. Anyway, things like that, I think, stuff like that, it's the intangibles that kind of capture the heart of people or whatever. Anyway, we are an hour into this episode. We definitely need to end it for the future tubers. So, it's a good break point. We made it here. I suppose next episode we'll explore the town. I guess I usually head north to Bill before I fight Misty. We do kind of hard counter her with 2 of our Pokemon. So we can probably just whip it or Benedict her, make an omelet out of her pretty quick, I think. Vine Whip especially should tear her up, probably. Unless she has new Pokemon. So maybe we'll try the gym battle first. I usually do it after, you know, the bridge battle and all that stuff. But, you know, Evolved Ivysaur should probably cover us. And there's a lot of random trainers to get to the Bill's computer. Alright, yes, so end of episode. Thank you for watching Future Tubers. I got a little bit of, maybe a tiny amount of work between episodes, but mostly we'll come back and do the town. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.